it's time to tee up. A one-day fundraiser golf tournament is coming up next week, and here to tell us all about it are Ed Medeiros of East Commerce Solutions, Roger Shipman of Fairways for Freedom, Dr. Patricia Donnelly, sports psychotherapist and co-founder of Fairways for Freedom, and John Gerard, retired U.S. Army Sergeant. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thanks so much for being here. Ed, let's start with you.
Thanks for having us.
You've been part of this tournament for a couple years now, yes?
Yeah, it's awesome. Last year, meeting the veterans and going out there and, providing an opportunity. What we're doing is raising money so they can go out and do these camps. There's one out in Utah, and they have these clinics where they get to meet and bring the veterans together. And they've gone through so much.
Yeah, it really is a wonderful program. Roger, tell us a bit more about the tournament itself.
Well, my wife, Dr. Patricia Donnelly, and I, we founded Fairways for Freedom a few years ago as a way to bring combat injured veterans together, so they have some camaraderie, which they're missing when they come back to the States. Sure. And it's also a way that they interact with what we call ambassadors. Ambassadors accompany the veterans on these trips. We take them to Ireland and Scotland and other beautiful places.
Wow.
And the ambassadors sponsor the veterans. And then we also are doing a lot of retreats now, as Ed mentioned. We have one in Utah, one in Streamsong in Florida, one in Savonic in Long Island. So it's really exciting for us. But my wife really does a lot of the therapy with the veterans. It's a lot more than just golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, Patricia. That brings us to you. I mean, just how important is it for these folks to work with someone like you and also get that camaraderie?
Well, the camaraderie is huge. And the therapy we do is yoga therapy, actually a special kind of yoga designed for people with post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury. We also have group sessions, and we talk about things like eating, sleeping, relationships, career skills, and we take sports psychology skills that we practice on the golf course, say anger management, like on the golf course. Everybody needs to know how to do that. And we talk about what works, what didn't. But then the big step is, okay, how does this apply in your everyday life? So the golf really is the catalyst to take these skills and bring them home as a tool.
And you mentioned eating and sleeping and whatnot. It sounds like just normal day-to-day things for us, but when you come back and you maybe have something like PTSD, I'm sure that's really difficult.
I mean, sleeping and PTSD, it's huge.
Sure. John,
huge.
for you, I mean, speak to that. You are one of those folks who's reaping the benefits of a program like this.
I was wounded pretty severely back in 2011. I suffered many physical wounds, but I suffered a traumatizing brain injury where I had to learn how to walk, talk, use my hands. And I was a lifelong hockey player, and learning that I couldn't play hockey anymore was kind of like a shock to me. So
it's been heartbreaking in a way.
So like Roger and Patty here introduced me to golf, and they got me into their program, and learning that I can take life one step at a time is kind of like on the golf course. I can take life one swing at a time. I slow my life down. I concentrate better. I have like this teamwork, this network that now I can rely on, and it's great. It was a life-changing experience meeting Roger and Patty and the Fairways for Freedom organization. It's like, it really opened my eyes to see that there's help out there, there's success stories, and there is so much help for veterans, and we're here to embrace them all.
Certainly, help and hope, which I love. Guys, this is a really important program. Thank you all so much for coming in and sharing your message with us this morning.
Thank you, Michaela. We appreciate it.
Oh, our pleasure. If you want to learn more about the Fairways for Freedom Golf Classic, head on over to Roadshow.